All right, fam, welcome back to the show. Big week last week, but very, very big week this week. And as I said, I'm completely sick, but I have to come here and give you this show because I genuinely believe that the next 48 hours is crucial. And it's not clickbait. It's not something you go like, oh my God, yeah, it's the same shit being YouTubers, all that. No, it's proper truth. And the reason is because there is certain TA levels that you're going to look for, but also there is a bunch of things happening this week. We're going to talk about earnings. We're going to talk about the FOMC happening and much more. China traders, whatnot. Cause he's looking confused. I hope everything is right. If it is not, we'll just figure it out. Guys, if you are here, let me know in the chat. If you hear me, let me know if everything is fine. Let me know if you've enjoyed your last week, a little bit of touching grass and nothing really happening in the market. And of course, as always, smash the like and obliterate the like. I'm coming here every single day. I appreciate if you do. And I think let's just jump into it. So I tweeted this on the 30th of April and I said there's no show. And the reason why there was no show, I actually committed to doing a show while I'm on token. But there was literally nothing happening on the market. So there was some news, but it was not essential in my opinion. And I went out and I networked and I talked to people and I'm going to bring you such a crazy content. You have no idea. So it was all worth it. But I tweeted this and I said there's no show, no change to the plans that I actually outlined previously. And this was what I talked about. I said, you know, we are going to come to this higher time frame point of interest or potential rejection zone, and we are most likely going to reject. And this is what is happening. So the market has been climbing higher and higher, but we still did not touch into this. Now I'm going to get back to the analysis a little bit later, but I do think that we are going to have a massive rejection. But there are certain levels you really need to understand. The market is very tricky, and I'm gonna, again, I know a lot of you send me DMs, and you think that this here on the 1 hour chart should be a higher high, and this should be considered a lower low, and we should be going down, and we are going to look at it. But one thing that I tweeted yesterday, I said that there is one more pump coming before the major pullback. Blow off top on the 4 hour. Don't short just yet or you are going to get wrecked. I genuinely believe that. Now, again, as I said a million times, I don't have a crystal ball, but I can tell you exactly what the market is telling me, and I will reason with you why I think that is the case. Now, again, as I said, I'm exhausted after token here, but every bit of my body is like, you know, completely wrecked. But I'm here and I'm giving you this show. And if you don't know who I am, my name is Fefe. I bring you trades like these on here on the show, on my X. I have daily recaps and I have threads that you might want to check out. There is a link in the description to my X profile. Make sure to go there, smash the follow and turn on notifications. I bring you the best alpha in the industry. This is the only show you basically need. And you can also check out all my socials. I've got a vlog, I've got a trading channel, much more on that a little bit later. Let's jump in here. Number one, we do have the S&P officially closes above. It makes a higher high for 9 days in a row, which did not happen since 2004. Absolutely mind-blowing. Now, this is, again, after the complete wreck havoc that happened. Everything is down. The world was ending. You know, seeing in trillions of dollars worth of value basically being wiped from the stock market, seeing a 9th consecutive green candle on the day is actually quite bullish. Now, one thing though that is you have to account for is that a lot of time there are multiple models that show nine candles in a row always results in a pullback. So we're going to talk about that. If you look at the stock market, though, the stock's doing good. This is 値Bubbles, by the way, guys. If you don't know, you have to use 値Bubbles, in my opinion. Free tool we built for you. You got crypto, you got stocks. It's pretty freaking cool. Link in the description. But if you look at it on the weekly, most of the stocks are up. Microsoft is up like 11%. CME 5.5, Uber up 8%. They have earning this week. Meta up 6%. So we do have some moving on the stock market on the day. It's not as beautiful, but pre-market, we'll see what's happening. Netflix is down about 5%. We are about to see. Now, mostly I think why Netflix is down is because of the announcement that Trump is considering putting tariffs, 100% tariffs on every movie produced outside of the United States. So that's something different here. But we see that the market is doing fine. I mean, the stock market is doing fine. We've got some major earnings this week. Notably, that could be very relevant for us. We've got Coinbase happening on Thursday, so we definitely have to keep an eye on that. But you've got something, you've got like Ford, you've got, what do we have here that I've seen that could be relevant? What was it? What did I see here? Was it nothing else? Unity, not that much. What was it? I saw something else that was here that was relevant. Anyway, we've got Coinbase, which is Marriott now, that's not relevant. I think, did I see Shopify? Shopify was relevant, but did I see Spotify? Anyway, it doesn't even matter. Warner Bros. Is going to be interesting, especially with this tariff news that Trump is doing. Anyway, so we do have some earnings happening this week, which will have an impact on the market. And most importantly, we've got some economic numbers that are coming in. Now, why this is relevant? It's relevant because everybody's eyeing the market, right? Everybody's looking at what Powell's going to do, which we are going to talk about in a second. And everybody's looking at economic indicators, whether the economy is slowing down, is it going to be a recession, is inflation coming down, when will quantitative easing start? Maybe it's going to be a year plus from now, but that is what the market is eyeing. So we've got global services PMI data coming out today. We've got non-manufacturing PMI coming out also today. Interest rate decision on Wednesday, so FOMC, gonna be interesting, although I'm going to talk about it in a second, most likely there is no change. Press conference happening also Wednesday, jobless claims, and 20% of the S&P companies report earnings, so the earnings are going to be a big one as well. Now, when it comes to the FOMC, no matter who says what, there's 97% that there will be basically no change in the interest rates. This is also what I believe. There's way too much uncertainty, way too much tariff uncertainty, and Jerome Powell, who is the Fed chair, was very, very vocal about the fact that they're not in a rush to cut, and they are not in a rush to ease the monetary policy. Now, I want to say one more thing, guys. Please like the show. It takes you 2 seconds, but it genuinely helps, especially I'm getting back. I haven't done shows for like 3 days. It does make a lot of sense, a lot of effort. Doesn't take a lot of effort for you, but means a lot to the channel. That's what I wanted to say. So please smash and obliterate the like button if you haven't done it already. I'm too tired to do the, counter and all that stuff, so I just rely on you guys that you are going to do a great job. What's happening in the chat here as well, before I move forward with this orange man here? Dan, Fefe, I'm here, I'm happy. Purge pump is loading. My boy, Charman there, what's happening? Netflix tax, yes. GM, what's happening? Fefe, cause. GM, happy week, fam. Happy week for you, Hamza. What's happening? Happy fat day. Short-term bearish, we'll look at it. Short-term bullish, actually, so we'll see. Like the show, guys. Yes, next bull moon printing on Sunday. Okay, that's interesting. We need your wisdom. I'm here, I'm giving it to you. We're gonna look at a bunch of stuff, so stay tuned for that. And I just wanted to say a big shout out to everybody who came around token. I literally met probably like 50 plus people who walked up to me and they said that we're changing their lives and they are monitoring the shows and they are taking the trades, and some of them were showing me their accounts, and my heart goes out to you, as Elon Musk would say, like I really do appreciate every single one of you. We're sitting here in the office and we don't always realize how much impact we have, but I just want you guys to know that, we never take this for granted, and I'm just so happy that you're here and all that. Someone's asking 100x live. Yes. We are jumping in. If you don't know what he's talking about, there's a channel called 100x Club. This is my trading channel. I give you all the trading education. Bunch of trading shows coming out, especially after token changed my complete thinking. So there's a link in the description to my channel called 100x Club. It's a trading channel. We're going to do all the tokens straight after the show. So you want to jump back on there as well. Now, the orange man. What is the orange man saying? He says the following.
Rule out removing Fed chair.
So he's the one who's got
Jerome
it.
Powell.
I'm not, I get to change him very quickly anyway. It's in a very short period of time.
In 2026. You're not going to remove, you don't have plans to remove him before 2026 when his time's up?
That was a total, why would I do that?
Trump is saving face here, to be very honest with you, but I don't even care. Him confirming that I don't know if he can't or he's just not going to, I don't know, but I don't even care. I'm very happy that he's not removing JP. That would be very horrible for the market because Trump would force the cuts, which he will do anyway next year. But this is why I think the market will extend. I do think that we're going to get a massive freaking rally into 2026. And we're probably not going to peak this year, but we are going to take it step by step. Talking about Trump, he's making comments about the fact that he's not willing to, or not available, or not ready, or doesn't want to speak with China's president Xi. How do you say that? Xi. You say Xi. Trump says, no, I'm not going to China either. Okay. Trump says China is ripping us off. China and US officials are talking about different things. So we'll see how that goes. But China is still on the table. Trump says meeting with many countries, including China, on trade deals. Trump asked if any trade deals are coming this week. Could very well be. Now, at this stage, this was the news today when everybody was talking about it. Oh my God, Trump is going to cut a deal. I have to do this, bro. I have to do this. There is the lags just don't work because we have like 750 people. Look at how trippy this is. Ha! Look at the screen. Look how long my hand is. It's because I edited. Look at this. On the bottom, you see the difference. look at how crazy it is. What? Look at how cool this is, eh? Anyway, please like the show, guys. We're gonna wait a little bit for like 400 likes. We've got 750 people watching. Oh my god, I'm sweating. I'm gonna go back to bed after this show. That's weird. It's weird. Fefe's back. Fefe's back. Mention school. School is coming, brother. School is coming. We got a bunch of shit to fix, but school is coming. I mean, it's always with new launches, it happens. We got a lot of stuff that we need to fix, but we're on it. We're on it. Dr. Richards, I don't know what that means, but cheers. Why people don't like? I agree. I don't know. Intro has released. Really? I mean, I don't know. Did it? I don't know. If it did, we'll salute, man. BDH was great, man. Yeah, we're going to talk about that in a second. I want to talk about that in a second. But anyway, so you guys like the show until I'm just going to continue here if you don't mind. So market looks interesting. On the week, complete redness. So the relief that we were like, hope to have didn't really work out well. On the daily, we've got some Walrus up 11. Sui is very strong. Peng. Oh, by the way, I've got a very beautiful Pengu branded ledger on the back there. I actually got it from Ledger. I didn't even show you, cuz. Check this out. I'm going to show it to you guys. Can we actually get a Ledger link in the description, please? Can we get a Ledger link in the description? Hold on. This is something, so I visited Ledger, and I visited Ledger, their party in Dubai, and they have a Ledger brand, a Pengu branded Ledger Flex. Now, first of all, if you follow me, you know that I love Ledger in any shape or form. I've been using them since 2016. You got all these devices. These are the first generation S devices on the wall anyway. So, but I got these. It was pretty sick. We just wanted to show you. Anyway. So Pengu, the way I remember it is that we've got, oh, and of course there's a link in the description. If you want to get yourself a Ledger, I appreciate if you use my link. But Pengu here, pushing at like 4% core, 10% virtual, 6%. So we've got some, but overall we're pretty down. What is very, I'm not saying it's surprising, but it is kind of surprising that we do have a $1.8 billion net inflow into the ETFs, which is massive. I mean, the previous week we had 3, so that's like 4.8 billion plus in the past 2 weeks flowing into the Bitcoin ETFs. And the reason, like a lot of times, these guys know what they're doing. BlackRock and all these people. So I would not be surprised to see a massive pump, but also please don't forget that every time we had a peak, in the inflow, in the volume of the ETFs, usually marked a local top. Literally every single time when we had that, marked the local top. And this is exactly what I'm thinking. So we're going to talk about the market. I want to give you my rundown. And of course, we're going to jump onto the 100S Club, link in the description to analyze all your tokens. But before I do that, I wanted to play this for you. And I just want to give a big ass shout out to my team. This vlog is literally, and I know I say this every week, but this is the progress. But I promise you, this vlog is literally the best vlog we've ever made. First of all, we bought an Insta3. I'm giving away a little bit of behind the scenes here, but we bought an Insta360X5, which is like a 360 camera. And I decided that we're gonna shoot the entire token video. I'll have a token vlog coming out, not only on the $1 Billion Hustle, but on Banter as well. And it's gonna be all in 360. But what you have to understand that this 360 is you can literally just get your phone and just look around on YouTube as you watch. So it's crazy. I will literally take you to these parties and you can look around. It's gonna be wild. But anyway, and we put out an intro and I want you to look at this.
I have the craziest fucking idea on the planet, bro. This has never been done before.
Got the background, bitch. 15 meters. Holy shit. Ever, yo. Paris was nothing compared to what is coming in. And this, my friends, is the reason why poker is like trading. One of the best episodes we've ever done. So if you are not subscribed to the $1 Billion Hustle, or if you're not watching the $1 Billion Hustle, you are missing out. This episode is literally one of the best we've ever done. There's a link in the description. You can check it out. There's a link in the description. You're not watching the $1 Billion Hustle, which is my vlog every single week. I show you my journey towards $1 billion net worth. There is no fluff. No, I'm buying this, buying that. I'm such a famous guy, whatever that is. Go and check out. There is a link in the description here. Subscribe to Fefe's weekly vlog. Do that now, please. I promise you it will change your life, okay? So, what is happening? Oh, people loving the $1 Billion Hustle? Cuz is going nuts here. He's like, but it was great, man. Always learning from the good. Thank you. What's your real name? Fefe is my real name. Fefe is the good. I'm shorting DXY. Legendary Fefe Perch. Okay, serious episode. Best ever. Those with Apple Vision. Where is the trophy? It's coming. It's coming. Trophy, yeah, you have to watch the next episode, bro. I fell out like... so fast. Anyway, BDHB, Trump. Okay, I'm so happy. Guys, I'm so happy. I'm so happy that please go and watch the vlog. I promise you it will change your life. We have story times coming. I've done ayahuasca. We're going to have a story about how I've done ayahuasca and how I almost died from a 𝗙𝗘𝗙𝗙𝗪, which is like a poisonous snake I've been carrying with me. We're going to have a bunch of cool learnings from my life. You know, I can go into divorced parents and how I lost everything in 6 months. Everything is going to be in a $1 Billion Hustle. Very, very, very cool stuff coming. So please do subscribe there. But I wanted to say, other than this, is that one of the coolest things that I realized is when I went to Dubai, there were a lot of sites that I actually couldn't reach, or a lot of services that I actually couldn't use. And what I did is I used NordVPN. Now I used NordVPN before they were partners as well, but now in Dubai, I really I use VPN because it just makes a lot of sense. If you're a crypto, you have to have the VPN. It doesn't track you. You have double VPN basically with NordVPN, and you have threat protection, meaning if you click on a phishing site, they'll alert you. They don't let you through. But now I really saw how you travel, and then immediately becomes a problem. Oh, I can't access this site. Oh, I couldn't access this platform. I couldn't access this exchange. And with VPN, you can do whatever you actually want. So if you want a good VPN, they are our partners. You get a massive, massive deal. You get 4 extra months and much more. There's a link in the description. Go and check them out. Should be down here. This is what I use, and it actually helped me tremendously in Dubai as well. That said, let's jump into the... Should I do this? Oh my God, and I learned crazy shit I can't talk about. Maybe on the $1 Billion Hustle, maybe we'll do an episode. And now I even can't mention the guy's name who I wanted to mention, because now it will be just so obvious. Okay, anyway. I just wanted to say, and then whoever, if you know, you know. I'm just gonna say, let's get into the nitty-gritty, you know. And then okay, let's go. So anyway, the whole thing is a shit show scam. So anyway, here's what I'm thinking. If you look into the total market cap, what do people say here? Looks amazing. Is it possible to turn 15 to 500 this bull run? Bro, it's not possible. It is mandatory. If you can't turn into, and I'm not selling you the dream. I promise you. If you can't turn into $50 and $500 this bull market, I think that should be the easiest shit. We're gonna talk about crazy shit on $1 Billion Hustle. I promise you. Alex Becker. No, it's not Alex Becker. What happened to Trump coin prediction? Oh, very strong coin. I don't know. I know that we made like 400% on that. Trump USDT. Let me see. Oh, it's down to 10. Oh, it's here. It went to 17. Okay, and I gave it to you at 12. Okay. Okay, so what happened? I think this guy bought like at $17 and he's coming to me like, what happened? Well, what happened is that since I gave you a perfect entry, it went 30% and we're at 50x leverage. That's what happened, I guess. And then I also said there's gonna be a sell-off. When is the dinner? It's like a 10th? I don't know. It was obvious there was gonna be a 10th. I literally said that it is going to be a massive sell-off and you just have to get out in time. But it's 17, from 12 to 17, it was decent. Okay, let's go. So here's what I'm thinking. Let's look at the total market cap. Let's go to total market cap. Okay, so here is how the total market cap works. So I believe a couple of things that we need to clear out. Number one, for more detailed analysis, we are going to jump on to the 100x Club on trades and more charts and whatnot. I just wanted to put that out there, okay? There's a link in the description. But as a TLDR, here's what I'm thinking. I do think that if you look at the daily, we have a V-shaped recovery. Beautiful here. Beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. So I do think the bottom is in here at 2.31 trillion. If it isn't, we've got a problem. But I do think it is in, okay? And so, but as always, after a V-shaped recovery, after a higher on the daily, you have, and the weekly, you have to have a retrace. The retrace will most likely come between the 2.66 and the 2.33. Somewhere here is where the retrace is most likely going to come. This is the time when I'm planning on deploying, okay? So when does the retrace come? That's the real question. The retrace, in my opinion, will come from this rejection area. Why? Because this here is a massive supply zone. There were a lot of sell-off here 2 times. 1 massive sell-off, 2 massive sell-off. There has to be another massive sell-off. Whether it's going to happen straight out here from the bottom of this range, which is going to be about 3.03, I don't know, or it's going to happen at 3.16, happen to happen at 3.24, I don't know, but I know that if we, or when we get to this region, we are going to see a sell-off. Now, trading is a game of probabilities, right? So what you want to see is what is the trigger for a initiation for the pullback. Well, one, you have to see what the structure is. The higher time frame structure was the following. You have a low, you have a high, that's a close above there. You have a low, you have a high. Therefore, this is your structure, okay? There's nothing else you need to pay attention to. This is your structure. What is your new low? Your new low is down here. Fantastic. Then, for every single person who DM'd me what is invalidation, this is invalidation. If we get a close below the 2.85 trillion in the 1 hour chart, it got invalidated, the pullback has started, okay? There will also be a 4 hour pullback, by the way. Until that happens, this is nothing else but a push elevator up, by the way, and a slow grind down. Elevator up, slow grind down. What does that mean? You always want to be on the elevator. You never want to take the stairs, never. So because you see the elevators going up, you are looking for longs here. Yes, you are. And this is where the confusion usually comes. So I want you to pay attention now. When I say a long's come, it doesn't mean that I'm buying and throwing my entire net worth into this thing. It means scalp trades that I'm going to show you on the 100x Club. I took some scalp trades that I want to share with you. We're going to jump in straight after. But ultimately, what this means is that I'm not interested in anything else right now but longing until we hit 3.03 trillion on total market cap or close below the 2.85 trillion on the 1 hour or the 4 hour chart. Simple. Very super simple. Again, summary. I am short-term bullish, long-term bearish. Short-term, because we do have a new high formed here. This is the new low. This is just an elevator up and retrace down. I am looking for long positions. Okay? Simple. All the way up here to the 3.03. I'm looking for rejection there. That's what I'm going to short, and I'm shorting it all the way down here to the 2.60 whatever category, but I'm level, but we're going to talk about it then. Or the other the possibility is that we have a 1 hour and 4 hour close below the 2.85 trillion. And then simply what happens is I'm going to open some shorts here. I'm going to wait for a retrace and then continue my short down. Very, very, very simple playbook. So ultimately, what is going to happen, in my opinion, is that a lot of people will start shorting because they think it's a market structure break. Let me tell you why this is not an hourly market structure break and why do you not want to play, and this is, I'm giving you free nuggets here, but why do you not want to play a 15-minute market structure shift below a higher time frame supply zone? So this here is a higher time frame supply zone. Supply, a lot of people sold here. As I said, look at this, bam, look at this, bam. A lot of people sold from these levels. And that means that here, there's a lot of interest in selling, meaning market might take it on overvalued, whatever that might be, but there's a lot of selling happening at these prices, okay? So what you want to do, or please, these levels. So what you want to do is you want to short from these. What happens is that the market makers manipulate the market into believing that we actually got there, and you as a trader think, oh, but we kind of got there. It's like, what, a 0.1% difference? It doesn't even matter. It does matter. Why? Because this is what's called a liquidity inducement trap, because you don't touch on, imagine when you are reaching to, I don't even know what example should I give you, but when let's say you want to hit something with your car, right? And it's a horrible fucking example. Anyway, you want to hit something with your car. If you're getting close to it, you didn't really hit it. Or like, let's go a baseball bat, right? So getting close to it didn't mean that you hit the ball and you get the point. It means you were close to it. And then there's another ball coming. You have to have the impact. You have to have the touch to consider that as a successful completion or reach of a certain level. This here is nothing else but a liquidity inducement trap. Why it's an inducement? Because a lot of people will go short. And I even got DMs from people saying like, hey, I actually sold the top. Where should I buy back? Well, you know, I think you're going to get blown up because you didn't sell. You can't go wrong selling here, by the way, I think, because you're just going to wait out. But you didn't sell the top because I think there's another pump coming. So unless, again, not guilty on the 𝗙𝗘𝗙𝗙𝗙, otherwise I don't know how that is, but unless we don't see a clear invalidation and rejection, it is bullish. Nothing else. I'm not trying to predict whatever. I don't have a crystal ball. I'm trading the market. And the market is telling me that it is bullish. It's nothing else but a retrace. So what I wanted to say with all this is the following. What you want to look for is this to get touched. Because it didn't, and a lot of people short, they will place their stop losses right here. And that is enough for the market maker to drive the price up and specifically liquidate these people, trigger a liquidation event right into the higher time frame POI and then send it lower. That's exactly the game plan that I think is going to play out. But again, I don't have a crystal ball. All I can say is unless we have a 2.85 close below on the hourly or the 4-hour chart, I am bullish, I am longing, and that is basically it. Hello, Fefe, what's happening? Cognitive dissonance, what I see. Move on to another show, Kevin. Smash the likes. MF. Cool. Please chart XN. We're going to jump onto the 100x Club. Talk about crazy shit. Is it possible to turn? Okay, we talked about this. Smash the likes. Yes. Here with the day today, buddy. Shaming chop chop. I actually lost a lot of weight, brother. Look at this. These are not ants bringing these muscle guns together. Look at this. Talking about 100 gorilla and 100, one gorilla and 100 men. Talking about one Fefe and 100 men. Okay, let's go. Guys, got some random news. But before you jump, again, I just want to say there is a link in the description to the 100x Club. You go down here. It says subscribe to Fefe's trading channel. You can see it here. And then you just come here. And we already have the show up, by the way. So if you refresh here, you will see here is the show that we are going to jump straight into. I'm going to do a bunch of token analysis. You can bring your tokens. I'm going to get you my levels. And I'm going to share with you exactly what trades I'm taking. So go and check that out after the news section that is coming here. Random news that I wanted to share with you. Warren Buffett will step down as a CEO. You got to give it to the guy. I mean, this guy has been running for like a long time. He ran this Berkshire Hathaway from nothing all the way to like 809,000. This guy is an absolute legend. Maldives to build 9 billion blockchain hub in 𝗏𝗏𝗏 investors. Again, very impressive. Blockchain hub in the Maldives, sign me up. Binance partners with Kyrgyzstan to revolutionize crypto payments. We're laughing at these, but these countries are going to actually dominate, especially stablecoin payments, access to the US dollar stablecoin. It's going to be huge as far as I believe. I just brought this here because May the 4th be with everyone, but I mean, this is the White House posting this, brother. I mean, I don't know what you think. This is, I mean, kind of rad, but I mean, the White House? I mean, really? Really? I mean, it's tremendous amount of effort going into the White House. The social media intern is actually a fantastic, fantastic person, and we should reward that person. And a great, great, great guy. So, but this is kind of wild here, hey? Anyway, there you go. Happy with the May 4th, including the radical left, the lunatics who are fighting so hard to bring settlers. Okay, so it's wild that they posted this. I just wanted to bring it here. VanEck files for S1 to BNB ETF. BNB ETFs are coming and they are going to be here very soon. Something to consider. And Giga ETH BTC recovery. Guys, I'm not even kidding. This is actually crazy. I am going to load up on ETH. And for you to find out where I'm going to buy ETH exactly and what trades I'm going to take, I do suggest you go down to the description and jump on to the 100x Club. I am going to jump on now to the show that we're going to do there, and I suggest you do the same as well. Guys, I hope everybody's fine. I hope everybody's doing good. Nerds needed in the White House. Yes, damn cause I'm really muted in chat. Huh? Adam, you're nuts. It's better to buy and leverage 1 or 3 to end of the year. We're going to talk about it in the 100x Club. It's better to buy and leverage. Yes, we're going to talk about 100x Club. Guys, thank you so much. Truly, truly appreciate every single one of you being here. We actually rounded up to 930 people. We're going to jump into the 100x Club. Check out these 2 videos. One of them should be the 100x Club and probably will be. And you can click here to subscribe. Guys, I will be back tomorrow. I don't care about sickness. I don't care about nothing else. The market is here. The market needs us. I know you need me and I need you. So I'm going to see you on the 100x Club. I'm not even saying goodbye. Take care, guys.